Hey everybody. So, step 4, part 4. So as you've heard in the last 4 parts is my relationship life has not been good. And I've been able to notice all the issues as I went through relationships and as I was dealing with people, and I was identifying a lot of the issues that would manifest themselves in my relationships, and a lot of them absolutely came back from how I was taught, where I came from, and all that crap that was there, right? Because it comes into your later life. What you see and what you get and what you're accustomed to and how you're raised and what you come up in, that's how you treat the people that you get involved with. All of that. All of that stuff. All of it, right? The anger issues, the frustration, the whatever, the trauma, all of it you take with you unless you deal with it. Unless you come to par with the fact that, yep, I went through trauma. Okay, yep, this is what it was. Yep, okay, how do I go about it? Okay, yeah, let's do the healing. Let's figure it out. Okay, I got this to do. I got that to do. Okay, I can get through this. Yes, absolutely. It's going to take some time, but it'll work. Right? I know all of you can relate to that because we've all been in relationships. We've all had dynamics of relationships, right? We've all been a part of something at one point in time, right? So, now that you know my element, maybe now you can see it in your elements, in your dynamics, and hopefully you can see where there might be some tweaking that can be done, right? If there's things that maybe you need to heal from, things that you need to, like, maybe get some more education on for whatever reason, right? But all that stuff that people can go through, right? When it comes to addictions and when it comes to overusing the addictions and what it causes for mental and psychological and all of that, that's a whole different animal, right? But it is associated with how you were raised and where you come up in and all that, right? If your if your dad was an alcoholic, chances are you're going to become one. Uh, uh, it follows a bloodline. Let's not get confused by that. Um, if you come from an era of abuse, chances are you're probably going to be a user and abuser yourself unless you get yourself taken care of. Um, if you come from a very hostile environment, you're probably going to be a hostile person unless, once again, you get help on it. It's just truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's truth. So now that you have that ammo to take with you, now hopefully we can change the dynamic of how we are with the people in our lives. Especially our partners, right? The people that don't know who we are, per se, until they come into our lives, until they put the ring on it, or until they, right? Hopefully you would allow those people to see who you are before you put the ring on it, or that could damage things. So, I guess what I'm saying is your relationships later in life are a reflection of who and what and how things were in your previous life. Right? When you were kids, when you were growing up, when you were coming through school, when you're all of that. It's all a contribution. It's all in the DNA of that animal of itself. Relationships. And you will learn that a lot of that stuff comes exactly and directly from the very people that are the closest to you. There's an old saying, keep your enemies close or I'm sorry, keep your friends close but your enemies closer, I'm sorry to say, a vast majority of the time, your biggest enemies are the people that are the closest to you because they know you the best. They know your triggers, they know your weaknesses and your strengths, and they will use them against you. It happened to me. I was always the loving one and the kind one and the nurturing one and the one that was always there and the loyal one and the if there was ever an issue within the family, I would go to the rescue and get it connected back in the right way again. Right? When there was an issue, they would come to me and I would try to get it back onto a good course of action. So I hope that you will take mine and put it into your life, and hopefully it can guide you down a better path. By the way, I am divorced, and I have no kids. If that'll give you an idea, my marriage only lasted me 9 years, but it was with a woman that I only knew for a weekend, and we got hitched. So obviously, I made a wrong decision there. That was on me. Right? So, I didn't know her. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know anything. Let me tell you, I learned it in full brass color. Rainbows. Right? I've been through a lot of short time relationships. I've been through a lot of situationships, but nothing of the sexual nature or anything with most of them. Most of it was just connection and evaporation, if you will. I've seen my fair share of cheating. Honestly, I've seen just about every situation, every equation, every scenario that you can probably come up with. I've probably seen it over the years. But friends, just know that everything will get better in time. And nothing is never not good enough to fix it. If you gotta fight your way through that thing, man, fight for it. Fight for it with everything you can. Give it everything you got. If you don't know something, it's okay. Because it'll either come with time and experience, or you might have to get some help and some education. But it'll be okay, and you'll get there. But I've done 4 parts, and at least given you guys an idea of my relationships and where I come from. And a lot of the stuff that I know came from just educating. But I love you guys. Many prayers. Hope you're all having a great night. Until next time.